Hey guys, so excuse my mess of a room. I was going to film another room, but my dad got home, and that's a little bit awkward for me. My dog's in the background. He might pop up a couple times. So I was originally going to do the fun questions tag or whatever for you today, but I was looking through my handy dandy little notebook here, and the throwback tag is number 1 on the list. So I'm going to do that instead. And the first question is, what year were you born in? And the answer to that question is, I was born in 1997. Do you have any pictures of yourself from when you were younger? If you do, show them. I have a couple. Not right on me, but I do have this one. I was 8 years old, and that was my 3rd grade school picture. I was a little cutie. What TV shows did you grow up watching? When I was probably 3 or 4 when I started watching the Powerpuff Girls, so that's high on the list. My older brother, was sort of a Pokemon nerd at the time, so I grew up watching Pokemon, and I still watch Pokemon. Well, I haven't watched the new ones really, but I rewatched the old ones on Netflix once in a while. There's some other ones. I remember watching things like Cat Dog when I was little, and the Looney Tunes and stuff like that. Show a video. What did you want to be when you grow up, and do you still want to be that? When I was little, I actually wanted to be a vet, but now I want to be an editor and write my own books. So that's changed a lot. I still have the same interest in animals that I did when I was little, but I don't know if I could handle seeing, like, as a vet, you have to be okay with seeing them. I don't want to say torn up, that's not the phrase I want, but you have to be okay with their blood and their intestines and whatever else. They might have heart problems, they might have cancer, because as a vet, you don't normally see healthy animals. You see sick or injured animals, or animals with bumps or lumps or whatever that their owners are concerned about, and I don't know if I could handle seeing that every day. Not that the books that I write are much better, but I tend to like animals more than people, and I'm more likely to write about people in that kind of situation. I'm not weird, I'm a horror writer. Oh, I might be a little weird. Show a video of yourself when you were younger. I can't do that, I don't have any. If I did, they were like on VHS tape, and I don't know where they are, for 1, and 2, I don't know how to convert that. What is the most embarrassing? Oh wait, I keep doing this. What were your favorite toys to play with? I can actually show you one of these if you'll hold on just a second. we wrapped her up in a little plastic bag because even though she's not in the greatest condition, she was one of my absolute favorite dolls. I called her Baby Anna, and she's like little me. Look at her. So we keep her wrapped up in this bag because she's not in the greatest condition. She's missing an arm. She has scratches and scuffs. But she was my favorite doll when I was little. My grandma tried to throw her away when I was probably 2 or 3 years old because she lost her arm, and my mom wouldn't let her, and I'm so grateful for that because look at her, she's so cute. This is what she wore at the time, her pajamas. Just get her wrapped up here. I won't get up and put her away until we're done. So there's that. She was my favorite toy of all time. I had other dolls that I loved, but you know, she was just important to me, and I've had her for a really, really long time. What's the most embarrassing thing that you can remember doing? I was probably a really embarrassing child, but I can't believe I can't think of anything for this because I get embarrassed a lot. I'm gonna skip this question. Read something you wrote when you were in kindergarten. I don't have anything right offhand. That kind of stuff is in a box in the pantry with, not just my kindergarten stuff, but stuff that I wrote and projects I did all throughout my elementary school experience. I did, you know, those, like Mother's Day and Father's Day poems that everybody did the same exact ones in kindergarten or first grade for their parents, for Mother's and Father's Day. I did a couple of those because they were required. I don't remember writing a lot of things when I was in kindergarten. We did a lot of like cut and paste kind of like scissor and glue projects. So I don't have a lot of written stuff that like things that came from my own mind. So I'm just gonna go with the Mother's and Father's Day poems, even though I didn't write them from my heart. They were already written for me, and I just copied them. 3 songs you loved to listen to as a child. When I was a kid, I either listened to what my parents were listening to, what my brother was listening to, or something from TV or movie. I remember having a CD with Disney princess songs on it. When I was in 3rd grade, my favorite song was Love Shack. Even though now I know that that's not a very good song for an 8-year-old to be listening to. That's all I can think of for that. What was one funny thing you dressed up as for Halloween when you were younger? I don't know about funny. I can just go through a few things that I have been, and if you think they're funny, then you think they're funny. My mom has dressed me up as Minnie Mouse before when I was itty bitty little kid, and I have been a fairy princess. That was when I was 4 years old. I think I was Minnie Mouse again at some point, because I had an obsession with Minnie Mouse. I have been like a Native American, and I have been a witch. I've been the devil. I think I've been the Grim Reaper. See, at least so far, the things that I've been for Halloween haven't been so much funny, but kind of traditional. When my brother was, I think he was 11, he was an old man for Halloween. That was a funny costume. I haven't really had funny ones like that. Sorry I'm moving around a lot, I'm just really not comfortable right now. Tell a funny story of something that you remember happening when you were young. Funny story from when I was young. I remember wrapping my grandma up in toilet paper before. And that was for some kind of festival. I don't really have like full-length stories to share. Wish I did. But for now, that's all I've got. Are there any special things you've kept from when you were a child? My precious doll that I've got wrapped up here. I still have a couple of my Minnie Mouse plushies. Not a lot of them. I got rid of most of them, but I still have a couple of them. Like I have a Japanese one kimono that I actually got in Disney, and I still have like the Safari Minnie Mouse, and I also have a couple little dummies and teddy bears that I had since I was little. I think my grandma gave me one. There's one that I don't know what happened to. It was probably my first stuffed animal. So my mom got me a stuffed bunny for my birthday or something. I don't know, and it disappeared. I don't know what happened to it. And she's really upset about it. I mean, I know she didn't get rid of it because she's more upset about it than I am. What was something weird that you used to do as a child? Okay, so this wasn't as a young child, necessarily. I was between 9 and 11. So 9, 10, and 11 years old, that's how I did this. But live action roleplay, and not the cool kind, the I thought I was a ninja kind. I got into Naruto when I was 9, and me and my friends liked to roleplay as ninjas. Was something weird I did as a child. What's the scariest thing you remember that happened to you when you were younger? I don't know exactly why this freaked us out so much at the time, but when I was probably 10 or so, I had 2 of my friends over, and we couldn't sleep, so we're shining my flashlight around the room, and up here, above my closet, like a glowing. It was a glowing green light above my closet, and we never figured out what it was from. I have a couple of theories now that I'm older. Not saying it couldn't have been a ghost or something fucking up, or like fucking with her head, but I have no idea. The only thing I could think of it maybe being was like a reflection from the coat I had at the time, but I don't know why it would have reflected up there, and I don't remember if it was even in my room. Another one was, one winter, me and my best friend Jenny drew circles in the snow, and in the biggest one we wrote "Mothership Land Here." And one night we could have sworn that we saw our names in the sky. That was on my 12th birthday or something like that. Maybe my 11th birthday? I don't know, but we ran inside and locked ourselves in my room. It was so scary. You guys are probably gonna laugh at these, but at the time they were terrifying to us. And the last question: how is the world now different from how it was when you were a child? The world has changed in a lot of ways. Somehow it seems bigger to me now than when I was a kid. Maybe it's because I've been more places and that I've seen more since since I've grown up some. But I don't know. It really has changed a lot. I've experienced a lot more since I've grown up, and I don't know. Well, that's all I have for you today. So I will let you go now. Sorry, I'm still a little bit awkward with this. So there you go. That was my throwback tag, and I'll see you next time.